Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Control Warrior. So I've been playing lots of these slower warrior archetypes recently. I've tried Nesot Warriors, I've tried Megaton Warrior, and then Control Warrior. I came across this list from Nafben on Twitter, and it looked really interesting because it seems that it has some of the things that might help fix problems of Control Warrior in the current meta. So I went ahead and played this and it was really awesome. I had a lot of success with this. Basically the only thing missing from this list would be Hakar, which would be a tech card that you would want to use if you're facing a lot of combo decks. I didn't meet a lot of combo decks, so I did extremely well without Hakar, but if you're facing a lot of combo, then Hakar is a card that you want to look into. Other than that, this is a traditional Control Warrior build, traditional for the current expansion anyway. It's an Armadillo, Tomb Warden, Frightened Flunky build, and this taunt package has proven to be the strongest package for Control Warrior still in the current meta, even with Nesot, so it's better than Nesot. What this deck does a little bit differently is that there's a Siamat included in this, and then there is the Harrison Jones Weapons Project package. So you can have a couple of weapon removal tools here, and you can also have a card draw tool if you use Weapons Project and then Harrison Jones, that one to draw. Other than that, it is business as usual with double Plague of Wrath, so heavy removal focus on this deck, and as you can see there are no Omega Devastators in this one because the meta is very bored flooding at the moment, so Omega Devastators 10 damage just isn't that needed right now. And the deck plays like a Control Warrior, so you remove stuff and then you remove some more stuff, and then eventually the opponent will give up. However, this deck actually has some ability to also go on the offense, because Frightened Flunk is a taunt minion that gives you more minions, then Armadillo buffs up your taunt minions, you have the Tomb Wardens that can be also an offensive threat, and you also have Siamat, and I actually found myself using Siamat with this deck a lot. I used Siamat with Wind Fury and Rush in order to just remove a couple of minions from the board. I also used Siamat with Wind Fury and Divine Shield, just smack it down on the board, use it as a threat when I was trying to be aggressive. I know this seems very strange for a Control Warrior, but this deck actually has a couple of tools that also allow it to be aggressive in some cases. So I think it was really fun to play in that sense as well, because you're not totally only able to play that removal plan, even though that is still your main plan in most of the games. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're looking for your 1-drops, especially the Town Criers, but Eternium Rover is typically also good because most of the decks are kind of board flooding decks and any 1-drop out there can help you. And you're looking for your Frightened Flunkies, and then you're looking for something depending on the matchup. Well, nowadays you're getting flooded so much, so Warpath, Brawl, Dinomatic are tools that you often will find yourself needing. And if you're in a slower matchup, Dr. Boom Mad Genius is still a good keep. If you enjoy this content, you can support the channel by joining as a member or as a subscriber on YouTube, or joining as a follower or subscriber on Twitch. And now, let's go take a look at good old Control Warrior in action. Not keeping Snip Snap. I can find Rover, Crier or Flunky. There are just so many early game cards that I can find. Guys, how do the rotations work? It was either clockwise or counterclockwise. It's changed by game, but it rotates at the end of each turn. One spot clockwise or counterclockwise. Quest Hunter? Oh boy. Quest Hunter can be a little scary, because whenever they have a board, then that board is going to have a lot of attack. Yeah, I think it's random, because I had twice counterclockwise and once it was clockwise. But it was the same for the entire game, after the game started. This place is so scary! Death Rattle 3 damage to all minions. This is the sort of a Death Rattle card that can be useful against his specific deck, if I survive long enough. Oh no, not the Desert Spear. That spear is scary. Ow. Ow. That is the best weapon he has, right? Yeah, we're so taking that away from him. You're not summoning your evil little creatures. Not on my watch. Then I can coin Harrison to draw 2 cards. If I can afford to spend the coin. I suppose I can, I have Brawl. There's no need for me to like coin Tunnel Blaster or anything. Against what decks is Quest Hunter good enough? It's the best Hunter archetype against Shaman. This has the highest performance against Shaman. Hi Mervinger. Well, playing some Control Warrior. Once again. Like so many times before. Yeah, totally Harrison Jones in here. Yay. 8 cards in hand. That's fine. I don't think I need to swing into this one. I could have like taken a hit over there in anticipation of maybe playing Celiax or something, but this might be okay. Yeah, Quest Hunter isn't bad. It's decent. The problem is that if like your ticket to fame is that, hey, I'm going to play a deck that is the best deck in my class against Shaman, then it's still not that great against Shaman, because nothing is that great against Shaman. I probably have to spend a Whirlwind here. I think I need to. It's just so good right here. Let's spend a Whirlwind. 7 beasts, so locusts are coming soon. I'm a little bit afraid of those locusts. Ooh, that hurts. Ouch. That's a lot of that's a lot of 1/1 rushers. Okay, well, we're killing off the Halasi. I think I'm shield blocking a little bit here. Hero powering a little. Got 7 Lynxes out of that one. Halasi is really sweet in that deck sometimes. 7 Locusts. Plague of Wrath isn't very effective when his board is mainly consisting of 1/1s. I also have full hand, so I would need to play something, which is less than ideal. I could brawl that board. I mean, I play Tunnel Blaster and he just trades the board in and then rebuilds. And the built board can then be buffed. So it's better to brawl this one. It's better to brawl this one and blast a later board. Except for the Sea Giants. Well, right now I can still shield slam a Sea Giant. We'll see. Oh no! Knife Juggler. Switch to standard Control Warrior. Then put in 4 quest trades. Yeah, Aggro Warrior is the highest performing warrior archetype in the game right now according to statistics. But I just wanted to play other stuff. It's not that I don't know, it's just that I don't want to. I think a Tunnel Blaster is fine here. He will need to kill that. His board is going to die. He will rebuild. What if he rebuilds with a Sea Giant? Well, yeah, I have tools to deal with that. Tunnel Blaster time. Reno Hunter. Reno Hunter, I mean, it's a fine archetype. Oh no! That Cult Master caught me a little bit by surprise. That's going to be a lot of cards. He's going to overdraw some, but no, he's not even going to overdraw any because they all die at the same time here. That was perfect. He still has so much pressure. So that's a snake trap. I guess it's Tomb Warden time. They can push through Tomb Warden fairly easily. I mean, he still has 3 Lynxes in hand too. But most of the stuff has just rush and not charge. So it's unlikely that he can go to face with other than this one Locust. Maybe with something with an Unleash, but... Why is he playing everything on the board? I'm gonna get a Sea Giant out there, okay. But... Now he spent the only... Now he spent the only charger. The only one that could attack face. So... Can I get some kind of a Shield Slam play? Not really. Restless Mummy and Warpath can handle this. But I might not be able to handle the next board. He still has another Locust left. Well, I need the Mummy to kill that. It's a snake trap. It's always a snake trap. Need to use this so that I can get rid of the Sea Giant. Then I also need to Warpath. Twice. I can play the Eternium Rover, I think. It's fine. A little bit of distraction here. He might use the Locust to kill it. Or he might not. He's going to make one big Snip Snap. One big Snip Snap seems sub... what? Wait. This does not seem optimal at all. Yeah, I just don't see how that one big Snip Snap is optimal here. Oh well. Town Crier. He can still have Unleash. So if I have a lot of minions on the board, that's not good either. But I guess I can play Siamat with Divine Shield and Taunt. That one goes there. Die Hero Power. He can of course Unleash 3 minions, so Unleash could be used to kill the Siamat, for example. Deadly Shot, well, I have a couple of 1/2s here. Unleash plus a Hogsteed can push a little bit here. My problems really start when I kill the Snip Snap. Because I currently don't have another AoE effect. There's one Brawl, there's one Warpath. Yeah, I am running out of ways to clear his boards. And he has one Locust Swarm left. Now I really don't know what he's doing. Oh, that explains it. Well, that was pretty good. Revenge of the Wild is not very often used in that deck because it's not very effective. But sometimes it can get the job done. Pretty sweet. So now I will have to use Restless Mummy and Celiax. Then I can kill everything but the Snip Snap. He has only one card in hand. Because until I draw Warpath or Brawl, I just can't, or Dynamic, I just can't kill that. I just can't kill that Snip Snap. Revenge of the Wild is one of the lowest win rate cards, perhaps the lowest win rate card in that archetype. So it's very rarely used. But sometimes they still use it. And I can kill that. I can go to 13 and I can have a taunt minion on the way. So he needs something to kill the taunt minion. He found that something. He had only 2 cards, so there wasn't necessarily another rush in hand. Now it's getting problematic. Because obviously if I proc the... I needed a board clear in order to proc the Snip Snap. What is... he has 2 more cards there. So he needs an Unleash or Locust Swarm to kill me. Right. He can also kill me with a Spring Bow, actually. There are 3 outs. 9 cards, and I have only 2 outs. That's harsh. And that is not an out, so I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. No, it doesn't really do much in this matchup. Yeah, I mean, lots of people have been talking about not running Devastators nowadays, because there are so few Devastator targets. Very few decks run big minions that you can devastate. Blue, I'm sure you get asked this question a lot, but when a low card game comes out, will you move there or stay on Hearthstone? I mean, why not both? What would stop me from doing both? But the League of Legends card game is definitely, the Legend of Runeterra, it's looking really interesting. So absolutely something that I want to get into a little bit more. I've already tried to get some writing gigs about it, but haven't managed to do that yet. I don't want to let him draw cards, right? Yeah, I think I don't want to let him draw cards. This has to be a coin mummy. I just need to stop that card draw. Stop right there. No more card draw. Hi Ludi. How is Control Warrior doing in general? Not very well. Control Warrior has gone down a lot, because the cards that came into the meta from the wild, they just gave all sorts of mid-range decks tons of threats. So now the threat density of decks is so high that Control Warrior struggles to remove it all. That's why you're seeing stuff like double Plague of Wrath being played in an attempt to contest that. But because Plague of Wrath requires another card to combo with, or the right boom hero power, it's not quite as easy. I'm not playing another mummy. Why not? Trying to put in a little bit of pressure, but I know that it's not really happening. Pressure is not going to win this game. Okay. Nothing in Nesot Warriors. Nesot Warrior is doing worse than the regular build. Quite significantly worse. Celiax on the board and we hit him in the face again. I don't feel like this hand is a winner against Druid. Now we can expect to see the healing spell, or... well, there are a bunch of other options too. That was one option that I didn't really consider. Because it's not a spell, it doesn't put any taunt minions on the way or anything. I'm just gonna super collide them together and keep pushing with these, but I know I can't deal enough damage to kill a druid. I see almost no Control Warrior. Yeah, I mean no one is playing it right now, or very few people are, because it is not performing well. I have some ideas how to improve it, and then I saw this list on Twitter today. Then I figured, okay, I'll give this a try. I still don't even know if this is Maligos build. If it's a Maligos build, then I'd have to stop taking so much damage. I really don't think I can. I think I'll Warpath here. So that I can conserve a little bit of health now. But this is the opening the Druid wanted. Now he can do any kind of healing or anything. Wildcard coming back didn't make the meta any better for my liking. Well, control is basically dead now, with the wildcards coming back. Because aggression is the way to go. I've seen the Searchers at least. So there might be something I can get done with the Tomb Wardens, if they don't just die here. Okay, they're going to die. I was hoping to magnetize some Sneap Snaps, but I guess that's not going to happen. And with Lodi being poisonous and everything. Yeah, there's that. Dino Medic is... well, there's 7 health on the board. Worst case scenario, both stay with 1. Well, I could Whirlwind into... yeah, I can Whirlwind into Dino Medic. That works. I mean, I guess this is a Maligos build and I just don't have the health total to survive. That was also a bonus Lodi, by the way. There's still the real Lodi left. This is a tough one to defeat. Oh dear. That swipe protecting his minions too. Need to hit that one in. Let's kill it off. I probably need the Sneap Snap. But then some kind of Maligos trickster can just get me killed. I just don't have the health total here. I would need a Harrison top deck. So I could play Weapons Project Harrison. Maybe. Okay. And okay. I might not have the Harrison, but I can do... I mean, that positioning has to be wrong, right? I need to hit into there. So that one goes. Then I play the Weapons Project and the Hero Power. So I can Shield Slam the Coon. And I still have the Sneap Snap alive. But I just can't... yeah, he's not even at his big threats yet. These are just the warm-up. The Searchers, the Oasis, the Defenders, the Coon. That's just the warm-up phase. The big threats are coming later. I don't think Maligos Druid runs worth the expedition. You're right, by the way. Most of the Maligos Druid builds do not. You're absolutely correct about that. And it cannot be the Infinite Coon, because he just threw away his Coon. Unless he got a second coon from the Worthy Expedition. But he can still build... I mean, he can build infinite Nomis, basically. But I can only wipe 3. Okay, the real loady comes. And then comes an AoE piece. My beautiful board. Gone. Well, that was weird. That was really weird. Why do you have that card in your deck? I do not know. Let's play some Doom Wardens. But he still has both Starfalls left. Apparently he didn't have any Starfalls in hand, right? I mean, he would have played a Starfall if he had one. Or a Swipe. He did have one. Just didn't feel like playing it. Ooh, there's my Harrison. Beautiful. I was looking for that one. Alright. So, this is just some kind of Nomi or Faris build. Probably a Nomi build. Can I survive enough Nomis? What is he doing? I have the alternative to play Siamat here. There's no way there's 2 mind control decks in a deck. But he still has... He has to have some kind of answer to the Siamat. I guess I'm taking this opportunity to play the Siamat. With Divine Shield and Wind Fury, obviously. Instead of developing the Boom. I'm just confused about his plan. Now use the Floop so he can't go anywhere near as infinite anymore. I totally don't get it. With Floop used, he can only release 2 Nomis. What?
This place is scary.
I do like Doom Wardens. I push face. I guess I still don't have to. I'm just utterly confused about what's going on in this game. He has a Starfall left, if he can find it. He was able to top deck it. Well, that's good for him. I'm still very confused. Can it... He has that one card that was disordered, so if that's a Coon, then it could be the Infinite Coon build. But that seems so weird. I've seen both Starfalls, both Swipes, both Rats.
What now?
I just need to keep up the pressure. That one card. Because Loadies are gone, Searchers are gone, Starfalls, Swipes, Rats. All sorts of things that he can use to answer. Answer stuff is gone. He has like 2 Nourishes that he found fairly late. I don't have any cards out there that can apply pressure. So if I want to get pressure right here, that pressure happens by playing Archivist Elysiana right now. I have means to clear 3 boards already. So it's Archivist Elysiana. Cypress. Well, I'm going to have a lot of duplicates. But maybe at some point that there will not be any duplicates left. Nullifier. Okay, Flunky. Sounds good. Fury setting is fine. Grom. We'll take that.
I'm almost out of cards.
Elysiana play was the only play that allowed me to apply pressure. I was all about that pressure. He drew Nourishes late, so 2 of those cards are Nourishes that's in the hand. Then there's a Hidden Oasis, of course. That can heal him to 19. Just that he spent that Coon so early makes me think that it's not the Infinite Coon build. But I really don't know. I just don't know what he's playing. All I know is that he drew his Nourishes fairly late, and that was pretty bad for him. Oh, there was still Cypress. Cypress can help. If I don't top the Chrome, and I didn't. But now Cypress is gone too. I don't have to play Dr. Boom. I should have played the shield block though, to draw another card. Because then I could have had Chrome for next turn.
Well played.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the Nourishes were at the bottom, which really sucks for him. I admit that really sucks for him. But other than that, I never got to figure out what he was even playing. But sometimes it can happen. He didn't save Novice Engineer Piper. You're right about that as well. He could have just had a different strategy in the game. Hear ye, hear ye. What kind of rogue are we up against? Well, it's not a quest rogue. I sure hope it's not a Nesot rogue. Ooh, a frightened flunky. I do like flunkies. Let's play that. I guess it's the goblin. Nothing too great over there. I just hope it's not going to be some kind of huge backstab Edwin play. 2 lackeys. Damage lackey. Ouch. Well, at least he can't Edwin this turn. He might Edwin next turn. That's a 0-cost minion now. I need to kill that lackey. 8 cards in hand. Yeah, I can get the infested goblin out there. It's okay. Is it going to be the big Edwin? Here comes the 0-cost rat. Obviously saved for combo effects. But who knows what kind of combo effects. Then a backstab. And prep. Shiv, heavies. Well, that's... there are like 1,000,001 cards in this deck that you can use sap against. And you chose to use it against an infested goblin. I don't get that. If there's another sap, he can start burning my cards. I think I'm cool with that. I want to remove that one. There could be KoAwA in this deck. I don't want to give him additional lackeys if I can avoid that. That's not very useful, because this has 3 attack. Detroit leg. Nice. He still has a lackey in hand. KoAwA costs 6. He can't play KoAwA and a lackey on the same turn. So if I can kill the lackeys, I can prevent KoAwA. Thing is that I can kind of kill the lackeys. I think it's fine to leave a miscreant up. He runs Shadow Step in that deck, so I mean it can still be a Nesot build of course, but it can also be like KoAwA Leroy, that sort of stuff. And I want to at least delay the KoAwA a little. So what I believe I will do is first kill that one. Then kill both of these lackeys. So now he has 1 lackey in hand, but he cannot use that to activate KoAwA this turn. Because KoAwA then really big tempo. That's the type of stuff that I'm afraid of. I'm happy that he used both Shadow Steps, even though that means even more lackeys, but still. Even more lackeys. That's a lot of lackeys. That is a lot of lackeys. I just don't think I want to brawl yet. Too bad I don't have any Tomb Wardens in hand. 3 lackeys. There's no way this is a brawl board. It's just an Armadillo board. It only buffs the infested goblin, but we'll try that. 3 lackeys, 4 other cards.
Give me a quest.
Alright. Spends another sap already. And I'm still not milling. He's still not milling a card from me. He doesn't even grow the questing adventure that much. Okay. Well, is this a brawl board? 4 lackeys. I guess this is a brawl board. I kill off that evil totem. Even with the 3-4. I'm at 23. I've seen him use both Shadow Steps. But 4 lackeys in hand. I've also seen him use one of his regular saps and... Okay, here comes the KoAwA. So the KoAwA was there the whole time. So by playing around it methodologically, that was actually pretty good for me. Now here's his treasure, of course. May have more saps. And the Restless Mummy can help me clear this up. Take 3 damage. What if he took the treasure that allows him to create big minions? How do I survive that? I just 1 shield slam here. If I use the Super Collider. I think I'll still try this. Hit there, hit there. Bump these 2 into each other. Play the Frightened Flunky and armor up. Stick the Warden. So I'm at 19. Okay, random spells. He did get the 2 legendary minions. I was a little bit concerned about that.
How much is this worth to you?
Does he have some way to go from here? He still has 1 sap left. 2 random spells, 2 lackeys. 4 mana. I think it's shield block time. Is it brawl time? It's not yet brawl time, right? I can wait 1 turn for the brawl. Armageddon and kill of 5/5. But he has 1 more sap left. It could have been the brawl turn too. I could have played brawl coin. I could have played brawl coin shield slam. That was totally possible. He might have enough to push. I mean, both shadow steps are gone, so Leroy is a little bit less effective. Dogwaggle is gone. And Dogwaggle treasure is gone. He might still find some way. We're about to find out. Okay. Oh! That was a pretty good one. Because now if I lose the brawl... Oh boy. Now I will have to brawl this board. I probably have to brawl into the Celiacs, right? Losing the brawl sucks. I can't use the Celiacs yet.
What now?
I have to use the weapons project here. Use that to kill the 3/1. And play the 6/7 goblin on the board. I'm at 18. He has 7 damage here. I've seen 1 sap. There's 1 sap left.
Give me a quest.
How big is the questing adventure going to be? Not too big yet. I mean, sure, he has another one in hand, but... Okay, that's still fine. I do need to kill it, though. I can't just trust in my taunt minions. And I don't think I can trust in the boom. I mean, after boom I can clean up so much stuff with snip snap, but... That's the 4 damage I need to kill the questing now. He plays another questing. I play boom. How do I survive that questing then? Still think I need to kill that questing now. Also play a couple of other taunt minions here and armor up a little bit. So there's a questing adventure, 2 unknown cards. Were these cards spells or lackeys? These are spells, right? No, he played spells from the Clever Disguise. 2, 4, 6, 7 lackeys have been... 9 lackeys have been played. I guess those are spells. Hi, Dogtag. Thanks for the cheer. Alright, another Pharaoh Cat. I think those are spells. Oh, there was an AoE spell. That was so good. AoE spell was excellent. But so is Siamat. I think it's just a Wind Fury Rush Siamat. Phew. We clean up the board. This can still be a Nomi build. And I don't have even close to the number of pieces I need to clean a Nomi. He's not close to the end of his deck either, though. That's a 4-4 Edwin. This gives me the time to play Boom. This gives me the time to play the Boom. Here comes the Doctor. The good Doctor is in the house. Now Snip, Snap and all of its death rattles have Rush. Now I can kill stuff. I've seen both Questing Adventurers. I've seen Heist Baron. There's I've seen both Shadow Steps. There can still be a Nomi in this deck. But I think I'm starting to be in the clear here. If you can, like, Myra's into Nomi the following turn, and I don't find a Plague of Wrath, that's a way for me to lose. But there might not even be a Nomi in that deck. Actually, it's unlikely that there would be. It's possible.
No tomb can hold me.
Now I could just Warpath this down. Or I can Snap. Which one do I prefer? I can only do 2 Snaps. I like the Warpath. I just Warpath this down. Okay, we get rid of those minions. He has 1 sap left. Clearly this is a deck that runs 2 saps. What else is there? There's a sap, there's a Leroy, there's an Underbelly Fence, there's a pair of Vendettas maybe, there's a Miscreant, there's another Eviscerate. But I've seen almost everything that matters. And he still technically has a Myra's Nomi out if he has those cards in his deck. But I'm beginning to think that he might not have them. Before attacking with the Tomb Warden, of course, but yeah. I guess it kind of didn't matter at that point.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.